So, if you guys are new to my world or to HAPS, welcome. My name is Gabrielle Williams, and I am a deviation intuitive. Um, Grandest risings to all of you spiritling people in my world. I am a reader and co-founder of Melody of Spirit Readings, etc. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel, there are awards that you can do through HAPS, or you can donate. There's a way to donate, and there's a little thing in the bio that you can look and find that out. Welcome to the one eyeball that popped on. And if you're new to HAPS and you're just here as a guest and you're like, wow, this is so cool, there are ways you can be a part of the HAPS family. One, you can download the app, or you can go online to their website and you can look and stream through there. You can also subscribe to us over here if you are interested in any of our content. You can subscribe to me on YouTube as well. I figured it was you, Vera. Hi. Or you can subscribe to a lot of different people here on HAPS. And that's just all the cool jazz on that. If you don't like to be a part of that community, that's okay. I'm sure nobody's gonna hurt you about it. There's different ways you can watch my stuff. I do post stuff on Facebook, and I also post on YouTube. I have two little links in my bio here on HAPS. If you need to find us or look up some stuff about me, that's where you'd find all that information. So welcome, welcome. And this morning I kind of been taking it slow, kind of feeling out how the day is going to be. And I felt like I needed to pop on and give you guys some love this morning. So I got told to pull a tarot card for the day and an oracle card. And I thought you guys could be a part of that. I think this pull is going to be more for me than for anybody else. Okay, Vera, that's your choice. It's all good. And so these cards here, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull for myself. But if they resonate with you, then awesome. And if you're replaying this, then you will be able to kind of get a feel of what that is for yourself on your own time and in your own comfort. So I'm gonna in tune with myself for a minute and just ask Spirit what exactly he or she has in store for my day. Thank you, Vera. That was very sweet. Vera just sent me a high five award. And that's ways you can support the channel without having to be overwhelmed by using any excess that doesn't really fit your bill. They do have a lot of ways you can win awards, or coins is what they call them here on HAPS. You can also, if you're very impatient, there's ways of purchasing coins, which you can find in, I think, on the profile part of yourself. So, all the power to you. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. So, here we go. Let's see what Spirit has for me this morning. What do you have for me, Spirit, this morning? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. And 8, 9. Okay. So they told me to go down 9 cards after I shuffled. So this is the card that popped up after that. Okay. And this is the Eight of Pentacles. And he's quite a hunk. Pretty sure you guys can see that from here. There you go. Somebody really honing his craft and being a part of the experience on many levels. Um, Learning new techniques, feeling out what really is his purpose, his actual artistry. What is those things? Which is kind of true. I have been doing that. So pretty cool of spirit to kind of give me a sign of like, you're doing a great job, just keep doing what you're doing, research, um, get in tune with your craft, get comfortable with it, which is kind of what I needed to hear, because there's a lot of like, lately it's been kind of like a very, very strong, what do you want to call it? A strong pull in many different directions. Um, and sometimes you just gotta sit and figure out what resonates with you. And I'm starting to realize more and more that it's gonna be possible. Every little thing that I'm learning about is getting me closer to my goal. My goal is to help people. Also to show that this one thing, which I am very, very, very honored to be a part of, which is being a voice box for spirit in a sense. I really feel like I'm pointing into that direction very shortly. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I am learning everything I can to be able to do this efficiently, and I might even have to do some courses on it before I actually use it. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm super excited. And sorry, I'm yawning so hard in my head and it came out my mouth. I do apologize. It's a very early for me. I went to bed really early and I woke up really like early. It's weird. The energy on the planet has shifted dramatically in the last day. So I want to say the last 24 hours. Um, yeah, I want to say 1 a.m. in the morning, I felt like I needed to um, do a poll spread for the collective. This is totally off topic and totally out of like the normal box, but I figured you guys like to hear a little story time. So, yeah, I was up and I was present and I just was sitting there and I was just contemplating like what to do next and what other things I could use to kind of like be able to reach out to more people, because I do want other people to know it's okay to try something new. It's okay to experience the divine in all different ways, um, especially using tools um, that we have here, like tarot cards and oracle cards and crystals and um, QHHT, which is like a hypnosis therapy, quantum hypnosis. Um, and I kind of just wanted to like give it an opportunity, give it that breathing room that it needs, because it's still kind of a taboo. Um, Ironically, in the United States, not a lot of us have that freedom. I think we're still living in that locked persona that we're still captives and slaves of our environment. And a lot of the shifts that have been happening lately, I do feel like there's this sense of rebellion that might be popping through. It's not that it's like a rebellion in the sense of like oh, we're going to like murder and pillage and shit. No. I feel like the rebellion side of it is not allowing certain energies to have a say in what we do as a collective. Um, we are stronger together than we are separated. And that has been ringing really true in my mind lately. I know this is so off topic and this is so not what I was going to say, but Spirit has another you know, another plan, another like philosophical meaningful it. So what I am feeling about this lately is that if they can separate us, if they can separate us, then they're literally cutting off that energy supply of what we're trying to do. And no matter how hard they try, in America, in Europe, in Australia, um, it it seems like globally, um, and I'm not excluding all the rest of the countries in the world. Those are just the ones that are popping in my head right now. So just don't feel offended or any of that. But it's just like, what's the best way to cut off humanity's true potential? Separate us, make us feel vulnerable, mind fuck us, basically. Make us literally have to sit in our own shit. Ironically, what they didn't realize was we were bettering ourselves. Like Spirit had a whole nother plan. And now we are equipped. Most of us have gotten to a point where we're equipped to fight these suckers. Like either energetically, etherically, even physically. Some of us actually have been bulking up over the summer. You know what I mean? Like just a layman's term of phrase. But like we've literally have moved ourselves into a energy of righteousness and worthiness, and we're not taking no for an answer anymore. We want results. We want information. Especially the ones who've like literally awoken, I want to lack of a better term, like have opened their eyes, taken off the blinders, you know? We've literally have been able to say what needs to be said and are willing to take the persecution for it. If that's not Christ consciousness, I don't know what is. We all have been through these times multiple times in our realities. Um, all of us have reincarnated in a similar form of persecution, and corruption. So why not use those past life regressions and like figure out what to do next to stop it from happening now? It's a very huge step to take. I'm not saying that everybody needs to do this. If you don't feel called to do it, it's not your mission. It's okay. Nobody's like making you or forcing you to try that out. But it's just what I'm getting told on my heart right now. I don't know why this is exactly what they want me to talk about right now, but I'm just letting it flow. Um yeah, ironically, we're going to see more of this. We're going to see more of this energy popping through. And it's going to get louder, ladies and gentlemen, before it gets quiet again. Because the more and more it's expressed, either through prayer, mantras, meditation, physical acts of kindness, um, energetic kindness as well, like just being a part of that, um, that energy is just strong. It's probably the strongest it's ever going to be at this point. Um, and that's okay. Like, this is the pivotal peak point, guys. We have literally another, I want to say another 3 to 4 years, roughly. I want to say three. Three is more of the number that like I'm getting a strong okay with. So 3 years. We have 3 years, guys. 3 years to get our shit together. 3 years. For a lot of you, that's like, oh, that's a college course. That's literally getting my GED or, well, like not really GED, but probably your associates or your bachelor's degree. If you're a really, really smart person and you've bulked all your shit together to get it shorter. Um, or, that could be the the pivotal point of your master's. Like you're like, am I really sure that I want to get this master degree? You know, that that's literally what is like being initiated right now on the collective as a whole. Do you really want to go up to that level? Do you actually want to be a part of the solution and not the problem? Like that's the energy that's popping off right now. And I know that like a lot of us are still in that love and light scenario, and that's fine. Honey, we need a lot of positivity, and I understand it. I I resonate with that. Positivity is great. It is a good form of healing when things don't feel like they're whole. And I understand that completely. But there's a time when reality hits the fan. And it's not always the greatest, and it can hurt like hell. I don't know why they're popping this in here. Hello to the next eyeball that popped in. Hi. Um, kind of on a spiritual rant. Don't know why they're pushing this out so strongly, but I'm just letting them flow out whatever they need to say. So don't take any offense by this. If you're triggered by anything that I'm saying, I really do apologize. This is literally like a spiritual rampage right now. Have no idea why I'm saying half the shit I'm saying. So just bear with me. I love you guys all. Love and light to all of you who are even remotely transferring over to this frequency over here. Um it is very interesting. Whew, it's so strong over here, man. Um but yeah, so I just want to let you all know, if you are coming into this later in the replay and stuff and you're wanting to like understand what the heck just happened there. This is a channeled declaration from all my guides, probably even a bunch of other galactical beings that I have no idea are even in my presence, because currently I do not have the cards to pull that out right now. Because I was told to pull out only these two decks. So I'm just letting whatever they need to say flow. But today is one of those days, man. I don't know if it's like, it feels like our planetary pole has just shifted. If you're not used to any of the lingo that I'm speaking, you can check it out with your spiritual people, or we can have a chat later if you're interested in any of this. But our planet is very unique. Out of all the planets in the solar system, of this solar system, not the ones beyond the Milky Way, but at least to this particular solar system that we are energetically a part of because we chose to be here. These vessels we currently are in are places that our souls decided to reside in. And we are either volunteered to be here or we were voluntold, which means we thought about volunteering but didn't want to. Our souls didn't want to be here. And so instead of getting that opportunity to choose, we got pushed down the rabbit hole, and voila, we're here. Most of us don't want to be here anymore. We've done our share. And I feel like a lot of us are at that point we're ready to quit. And that's okay. Being in a materialistic world when you're used to dealing with everything so etherically. Um, it's hard because now you have to use this, this body, or sit in this body and figure out how to use those electrical pulses in our soul to work out this body to use its energetic gifts. That's a really hard thing to do, especially when you accumulate the fact that we all have been living our lives with VR goggles on. We've experienced life. We feel like we're damaged by life, all because our eyes said so. Our eyes has nothing to do with the fact that we might have. And if we have scars on our bodies to prove that we have been there, then that makes it all the difference. Um, but literally it's an illusion. We are illusionally being manipulated with these goggles on. Every sensation feels 10 times more stronger with our blinders on, ladies and gentlemen. We are literally living in a VR reality right now. We are literally stepping into a simulator and we are expressing an excess amount of energy on something that's not even real. And that's what the awakened people are seeing. They're like, "Oh my gosh." Like, or the people that are just waking up and saying, "This doesn't feel right. Why am I in this situation? How can I fix this? What's going on? Am I just one of those people that has to keep moving through this cycle that I've been told it has to be the way everything has to be? How do I feel on the inside about this? My soul hurts." Shocker. Because it knows this is not your destiny. And the more you keep pushing on, thinking that's going to be the end all say all, you literally don't have a purpose because you're not following your purpose. And it's literally draining you alive. It makes you feel like you shouldn't even wake up in the morning. And the only reason why you're doing half the shit you're doing is because you care about others. What if there was another way for you to care about others? Or be a part of that whole entire reality again? How else are we supposed to be a part of everybody's lives if we still are living in an illusion reality? That this is the one all say all. Spirit is literally an essence of what we already are as a whole. They can guide us, they can help us heal those illusionary wounds. But at the end of the day, we have the power. We really do. And I know this sounds really weird. This is probably coming off really far left field for a lot of you. And I do apologize. And I'm not trying to like jumble your brain cells about this. But I do want you to see what the energy is doing right now. It's helping you physically take those off and see what's really in front of you. And I kind of had that wake up call. Not recently, but I am feeling that it has become something recent, that it's been pressed on um energetically. And just want to let you all know that I love every one of you. Any one of you guys that happens to pop into my energy, I love you unconditionally because you are me and I am you. I love the passion that you have on the inside. I am grateful for the way you need to express yourself. If it has to be emotionally, great. Let those tears come. Let that anger come out. Let it be released. Just don't do something you know is going to hurt the other person just because you feel like you got to do this to the illusion. A physical punch to somebody's face isn't really going to change anything. It's just going to make them afraid of you. But once you control your energy and your worth, you're showing them what holes they have in theirs. And that's the only reason why, energetically, or you feel like you're being threatened or hurt, is because they're mirroring off of you. They're like, why can't I be like her or him? Or why can't I be that person? Why? Why is my life so much more difficult than the next person next to me? Why are they so happy all the time? Why do they have a smile on their face? Don't they know that I have feelings? We know you have feelings, honey. We do. We've been there, and we're just sitting here giving you the support you need. It's okay. Shout it to the rooftops, ladies and gentlemen. Allow yourselves that one moment to let it all go. All those past hurts that you think defines you as a person, it really doesn't. Half the shit you've been told to as a child, really funny and ironically, it's their shit, ladies and gentlemen. It has nothing to do with you. It never did. You were perfect just the way you are. How fucking crazy is that? You, as a person, your inner child, your childhood, you were a perfect person, regardless what everybody else says. How fucking cool is that? You were never a problem. Let that resonate with you. You were never a problem. You were literally perfect. You were literally the essence of perfection. You were exactly how you needed to be designed. And nobody else, now that you have this awareness, can make you feel any less. Only you can. Because if you're putting extra on top of their shit that they just projected back at you, yes, you are gonna feel something. Like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Why am I now starting to feel this way? I never understood this. Because it's not for you to understand. It's their garbage. It's their holes in their aura. It's their energy that is literally on blast. And anybody who's walking by is going to get some. That's why there is rituals and there's different types of ways for you to cleanse yourselves. Because your energetic body catches it all. It's like a virus. Oh my goodness, we're getting into the topic. I know, ladies and gentlemen, I know. I know. It is so funny and ironic how everybody gets sick all of a sudden. Why we catch somebody else's shit. It's because we are not putting up the right protection systems, ladies and gentlemen. We have not healed those illusionary scars from past lives or from present lives or from our actual physical bloodline. We have allowed ourselves to carry our ancestors' bullshit for years, for centuries, for millennia. And now it is time for us to take care of that shit. Our generation, our group of people that are still fucking alive to this day, it's now our job. Don't know why this is what they're giving me to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, but what I'm going to let you know on is this. I'm going to let you know this very, very strongly. You are a creator. Hi. Close the door.
Can you see one?
Yes, they can see you. Close the door, baby girl. Thank you. I'll be right out.
I'm really hungry. Can I get the bread?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, my shirt is stuck.
Okay, close the door, please. Thank you. See? That's what I'm telling you. It's okay, Haven. You did great. It's closed. Thank you. It's close enough. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. If you have children, I'm going to be completely honest here. The thing is, Vera, you're never going to fit anymore where you're at right now. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is what Vera just said, in case you guys are on YouTube, Facebook. She's like, I no longer feel I fit anywhere, or if I ever will feel that I fit anywhere.
Mommy.
1 second, Vera. I'm going to go on to that for a second.
Mommy, I can't find the bread. Can we have the pink muffins you just bought?
Yes, you can have pink muffins. Close the door, though, okay? Thank you. Okay, so, Vera, I'm going to let you in on a secret. The only reason why you're not feeling like you fit anywhere anymore is because you're at a higher vibration, and it's time for you to find another group. Find another tribe that fits that vibration. You can still be friends with the vibration that you currently have made a pact with until that contract's out, and that's okay. Nobody is stopping you from growing and expanding yourself. It's okay. You are allowed to grow. It's very simple. It may feel lonely, but it's only because you're not allowing that higher frequency of that you're trying to produce to call everybody back in. Some of us have gotten to that level, and we're stuck. We don't know what to do. But there's your guides, and there's your angels, there's your power animals. I'm betting even Benji could point you in the right direction on who those people might be in your life. You just gotta find them, sniff them out. And that can be a struggle when you're limiting yourself to a tunnel vision of who those people could be because you're afraid to get hurt. Unfortunately, there's only so much that you can do when you're having to limit your frequency because you're trying to be respectful of other people's energy. There are light workers or starseeds, and then there's light warriors. Some of us have, let's say, leveled up, got promoted. We started out as light workers. That's what you started out as, Vera, if we want to get technical. What is it, Ronan? Okay, 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. They wanted muffins. So, which is fine. They are welcome to have muffins. Okay, so yes, you've been told. This is what Vera is telling me. So if you guys are on Facebook or YouTube, I'm gonna try to read the comments off so you guys can hear what's going on over here. Because there's a lot of good information that people are popping up on chat sometimes, and sometimes it might be something that you're actually feeling. So I'm gonna energetically just spout people's comments if they feel like they're vibrating on that field that you might need to hear. So here we go. Vera says, I was literally told that I am low vibration and every thought and actions is wrong. Going back to previously what I just ranted on. Or energetically ranted. So basically that's them, Vera. That's them currently, how they feel about themselves. Has nothing to do with you. If you take that as a truth, then it's gonna be your problem. But it's okay if they feel that way about themselves. You're not. You're not low vibrational. You've never been low vibrational. You keep getting higher and higher. And every thought and action that you are choosing for yourself energetically, that is your path. You personally are going through that path. The rest of them, they have another journey or they're on another task. If they are not vibrating on the same frequency you are and don't have the highest, what is the word? The purest intentions and for your highest good. And if that's what you need to do, Vera, and you need to remove yourself from HAPS, that is perfectly fine. Nobody is judging you for that. And if that's what the universe is telling you, do it. Hell, I deleted my Twitter, my Instagram, and my LinkedIn account. I took it all away. And I felt energetically from source and from spirit that was what I needed to do. So if that's what you're needing to do, girl, go do it. Nobody is stopping you. But we love you unconditionally, just so you know. The energy that you have brought to everybody here on HAPS, I'm sure they know that. You are a beautiful light. So don't let one person's opinion of themselves, has nothing to do with you, make you rashly choose these decisions if they're not in line with what you feel it needs to happen. So if that's what you and spirit have been talking about and that is something you firmly 100% feel that you need to do for yourself, all the power to you, beautiful. Shine your light in another corner. You don't have to stop. The world doesn't stop rotating. You don't have to stop rotating. You can be as vibrant and as shiny as a diamond and just let that energy just flow. Nobody's stopping you, honey. You just keep being you. In case you guys are new, or had just popped on, hello, the next 4 eyeballs that just came onto the screen. Well, there's pairs of your eyeballs, but currently there's only showing 9 pairs of eyeballs on my screen. I would like to let you know, hi, welcome. My name is Gabrielle Williams, and I am a deviation intuitive. I'm also a reader and founder of Melody of Spirit readings, etc. I happen to be going on a spiritual channel rant, and it's only because my guides and and I want to say spirit's pushing this a lot stronger than I thought he was. He or she, depending on what level of radiation you're fighting on. So let's put it this way. We just went through a beautiful channeling of what energetically feels like is transpiring planetarily on this planet. We are on a state of rebellion, and it's more of an energetic of rebellion. We're not physically doing anything to harm others in a way. It's more of just allowing that high vibration to just pull the people that we need out of our lives and allow the ones that are still high vibrating to still be a part of our world. That's okay. Cleaning house is not a bad thing, especially if you're trying to grow. If you're learning to grow stronger in yourself, self confidence, and boosting that honesty button, loyalty, bringing all that shit together as one, finding out what that focus is for you as a person, as a spirit, as a soul, that's not bad things to do, ladies and gentlemen. That is a really good thing to do. All the power to you. I am proud of all of you, how far you all have come, how strong you have been through these turmoils and these sufferings that we have had to endure from people's ideologies and realities that they think that should be pushed onto us when really that's mostly their garbage. If it comes in negatively, you don't have to accept it. If that energy feels like it's being something that might not actually resonate with you, shocker. Let it go. Oh, sorry, Toro, you went that way, ladies and gentlemen. Like, you don't have to let that bull hit you straight in the chest, ladies and gentlemen. You do not have to. It's okay. Energetically, their little bull can go off to the corner and make another lap around and see where he actually needs to be going. You can deflect it. You are energetically able to resist and withstand damage. There's this thing called light shields. And my guides have showed me a version of it from other people, but I'm going to give you the version that they've given me. And I'm going to explain this to you. First, I'm going to pull a card because these cards have literally been sitting in my hand and I feel like they have something to say. So we're going to pull one card and then I'm going to explain the light shield thing. Because I think a lot of you guys who have popped on right now, you guys are having to deal with that on a regular. You're having to guard yourselves more. And I don't know if it's because you guys feel like you're being attacked by other people. Wow, what the hell? Literally 8 cards. Yeah, 8 cards just flew out of my hand. So this is for all of you guys. I'm just letting you know. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, what are the odds that okay. Holy fucking shit. Sorry for language, people. If you guys have kids around, I do apologize. I don't really filter that in my family because it's everywhere. That language is everywhere. It's regardless. There's right times to use it. I do let my kids know that, but if you guys use those languages in your house, or if we're like, oh my gosh, that's a bad word, just mute it from your ears. It had nothing to do with you. This was just the reaction that I found when these cards just fell down. Okay, so here we go. Holy Mother of Gaia. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards, ladies and gentlemen. I had to pull from 9 cards in my tarot deck that I just used earlier, which happened to be the 8 of Pentacles. These cards here, though, this is for the collective, my loves. I'm going to let you know that you have a lot of goddesses that happen to have a lot to say about how this reflects sometimes. And the more we get into that version of ourselves, allowing ourselves to be healed, that divine feminine energy to be healed in our lives, because most of us have actually a masculine energy appearance. We protect ourselves. We hunt and scavenge our own food. We don't let anybody near us. If we've been wounded, or I'm putting these in air quotes because it's an illusion. Those pains that we're feeling is an illusion. But if you haven't heard my rant from earlier, replay this video and you will be able to feel it and understand where I'm coming from on that. But, okay, so they've literally pulled out 9 cards for you guys. I'm gonna read them all off because I want you guys to be able to feel this and understand the energy coming from this goddess deck. And if you are interested in this deck, you're like, oh my gosh, these pictures are beautiful. I am not sponsored, but I love sharing the actual stuff that I have for people to see if that resonates with them, and if you feel comfortable using deviation as a way for you to figure out what your higher self really needs. This is a good way for you to know what kind of material I'm using and to be able to figure out if this really works for you. This is the Goddess Tarot, and it's by Amy Sophia Marzaskinsky. And she is a beautiful, beautiful tarot card explainer. She does like rituals about this stuff, like what there's actually poems in here explaining why this particular goddess felt this way. Explains a little bit mythology, and then it gives like the actual meaning of these cards and what kind of ritual you might need to do to if you want that energy to come through in your life. You can tell that she was channeling a lot through this. And a lot of the gods and goddesses we know today, FYI, are actually bits and pieces of our galactic heritage. A lot of these gods and goddesses were overlords for us. They were able to energetically give that sense of peace and love and compassion. And that's something that's really huge. Um, the gods that we had, yes, they were kind of messed up. Yes, they made mistakes. All of these and myths are just giving you examples of other people's choices, their cause and effects, cause that hit their journey to stumble. Had nothing to do with the other person. It was their cause and effect of their choices. And that's something that we all can relate on. The choices that we happen to make have made us get this far. But what's the next step? Where are we supposed to go after we've gotten to this level of consciousness? Sit in it. Figure out what's next. Allow yourself to be nourished. Self-heal yourselves. Take some self-care time, ladies and gentlemen. It's not that hard. It may feel hard because you have these illusionary like boundaries for yourself that no longer have any hold over you. You just allow them to be there for so long, they become habit. Change your habit. Start something new. Talk to spirit every morning. Tell your guides how much you appreciate them for helping you to get this far. Thank their guardian angels that were there for you, your mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters of the past. They're all rooting for you. Your grandparents, your dogs and cats that have passed away, that you had this weird, strange connection to. They're all here in the background, just cheering you guys on. Saying, I know this energy. This person is amazing. And they're always there trying to pick you up. Because they know energetically right now, you are able to do that yourself. And finding other outlets like, lack of a better terminology, alcohol, or those things are temporary bliss. Porn, lack of a better word. All these things that look like they're gonna help me, they're only temporary, my ladies and gentlemen. They're temporary. They are literally as coming and going as the wind is for the changing of the seasons. It is very, very fleeting. But what isn't fleeting is you. You are always going to be there. Your presence will always be there, especially to the people that you are resonating with. Something to think about, ladies and gentlemen. Something to think about. But I digress. So here are the gods and goddesses that, well, mostly these are goddesses, but so sorry, gentlemen who were thinking they were going to need some masculine energy. This feels like it's going to be a feminine party. So get comfortable. Be a part of that experience because they have a lot to say. Ooh. All right, here we go. So we have Estra. I think that's how you say her name. If I'm wrong, you guys can correct me. It's perfectly fine. I have no problem with this whatsoever. Her card is growth. And as you can see, she has a bunny on her lap and she has a little lamb or a unicorn. Oh, it's a unicorn, ladies and gentlemen. It's a unicorn. And some lilies and some crocuses and an egg in her hand. We are all going through a stage of growth, whether it be small as an egg or as large as a unicorn. We are literally learning more and more about ourselves as the days go on, which helps us grow into the beautiful light beings that we are now. We're making more room for all the amazing extra energy that we're supposed to have in ourselves, that we've limited ourselves. If you guys are familiar with any video game or any superpower show, I want to say superheroes, mutants, like X-Men, all those are just literally showing you how to get your powers back. There's stages of the mutations that you can tell. If they didn't train themselves up to get to that level, they wouldn't have been able to beat that enemy. It may be an illusionary enemy, or they're fighting themselves. And when they realize, oh shit, myself, why am I fighting myself? What the fuck? What's going on? But eventually they realize I didn't need to do that. I could have done it this way. And that's just because of the choices that they made. We're all growing. We're all energetically being a part of that experience. It's very beautiful. It's fascinating. It gets your gears running. But most of us, for us to get to that level of growth, either it be the size of an egg or the giganticness of a unicorn, here's Durga. And Durga is, I think, Armenian. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. So Durga is all about boundaries. As you can see, she has every weapon out on all of her arms. She's also even riding one of the fiercest beasts in this particular region, which would have been a tiger at the time. And that means she has every single thing ready. Her armor is up, and she's ready to fight and conquer. Now, those boundaries sometimes will make you feel like, why did I have to put them up in the first place? You should have just known. But not everybody is energetically affirmative. Hi, sweet boy. You have to sit down. Sit. Oh, good boy. Now, not all of us are energetically ready for that, and that's okay. But once you're ready, you're going to might have to put those boundaries up. It happens. And those boundaries, Aphrodite, gotta love this woman, all about love. You're loving yourself again. You're Ronan. No touch, please.
I want a mermaid.
No, it's not a mermaid, baby. These are cards. Yep, they're cards. Thank you so much.
My card.
You can get one when you're a little bit older. You're still learning what cards are.
I call. I call go.
Why don't you go see what Sissy has? Maybe she has something for you. Ooh.
That way.
Go potty, my beautiful. You're gonna need to go potty.
Mommy.
Okay, you can stay right here if you wanted to. As you can see, I am a mother of 3, so I'm new to understanding other people's energies, But at the same time, I've always known what other people's energies are. Fun fact. If you've been told you're too sensitive as a kid, you know exactly how other people feel. You're empathic. Fun fact. Clairvoyancy, it's great. Okay, so Aphrodite, she's all about love. Now, love can come in many forms. It can be verbally, it can be mentally, and it can be physically. Now, you don't have to do all of them at once. It's okay. You don't have to. But those boundaries you put up, you're either A, loving yourself, B, loving yourself and others, or C, loving the collective. Energetically, you know right now, maybe your energy's a little bit on the fritz. It doesn't feel right. You don't feel like you should be here. It's okay. A lot of us don't feel like we should be here anymore. But the thing that's keeping us going is knowing that we're going to see others like us still focusing on the task at hand. And that's making this world whole. Taking those illusionary boundaries off and showing them what love really was and is and still is today. And that can cause a lot of feelings, aka demeanor. Feelings and emotions, making rash decisions, at least people feel that they're rash, doesn't mean they're rash for you. They're needed for you. What I'm doing here, and this is just an energetic declaration, so just bear with it here. What they're trying to point out is this is an example. If you rashly decide to delete an account that you feel energetically is not giving you exactly what you're looking for, it's okay. It's not a rash decision. It never was a rash decision. You are following your energetic truth. If you need to eject that out of your life, it's okay. Your emotions are validated. Now that they've been accepted and respected, it's time to let them go. Allow those energies the respect that they deserve. Yes, I feel angry right now. Yes, I feel like I had a reason for that anger. But now that it's over, I'm going to let it go. Because if I keep it festering in my soul, it's only going to hurt me. And it's going to energetically make other people feel that I'm hurting them. What are the odds if we just look at it from that point of view? Now, after we've dealt with these emotions and given them the respect they deserve, or these feelings, as demeanor would put it, the corn woman. Now, this woman is beautiful, absolutely beautiful, in every shape of the word. She's allowing herself to be nourished. Nourishment can be many different forms. Okay, guys, nourishment can be literally you sitting quietly in a room by yourself and meditating. Nourishment could be food. Nourishment could be knowledge. Nourishment is literally just something that betters yourself. It's giving you life. So if you're energetically really good at, let's put it this way, if you're a really an awesome artist, painting for you is nourishing your soul. Poetry. If you're really good at writing and you have all these emotions built up and there's no other way for you to express it, poetry. You are literally writing poetry. It may feel like it's ramble-jambled, but it's literally energetically a declaration of how you feel. And as soon as you're done writing it, you close the book. You have respected it. You've released it out. You've said, thank you for letting me have these emotions, and done. Same thing with music. If you're a really good singer or you can play a guitar like no other, Spirit has things for you to do. He and she love you unconditionally. They love you just as much as you should be loving yourself. Ironically, a lot of us don't get a time to nourish ourselves. And that's because they know once you get nourished with the right items in your body, once you give yourself self-care, you're going to be content with life. Energetically, that's the worst thing they would possibly want you to be, is content with life. Now, after we get to a stage of nourishment, because we're detoxing, basically, because we're releasing all that stress, all that negative energy, all of the things that would have clogged up our schedules that we didn't really want to go to. The only reason why we felt we needed to go to do those things because we felt obligated. It's going to turn into a form of grief. And I'm not going to even try to pronounce this guy's name, but I will definitely push it closer so you guys can see what this is. I think it's Coticlus, but I'm not sure because this is a Mayan or Aztecian goddess, and I'm not 100% sure if I am butchering this, so bear with me. But a form of grief is because you feel like you're losing something. Those illusions, they felt like family. Those cords and those ties to those people, they literally feel like energetically they're a part of you. That's because you've given them energy to be a part of you. And finding that tribe that made you feel like you were a part of something, and now you don't resonate with that tribe anymore, it's understandable why that would make you feel sad and hurt. Because you don't feel like you belong. And this is coming from also Vera's feelings too on her situation. But this might be resonating with you too. Maybe you're dealing with the type of grief. Like, we would like to call this kind of grief when you're detoxing. It's kind of called shadow work. It's literally a shadow of yourself is being reflected. And you're going through the course of those events and figuring out why it made you feel the way you feel. And sometimes that means you separate yourself from everybody just to get yourself in a place of oneness. And what's ironic is this next card kind of brings that back into fruition, that shadow working. So this is Sears DeWin, and she's a Celt goddess. And hers is about death and rebirth. So basically, going through shadow work, you're basically taking the dead, the old flesh, the old energy, and transmuting it and basically rebirthing yourself into something new. Because we all go through these phases, just like the moons, where we are one step closer after each cycle to the actual genuine version of ourselves. And when we deal with other people, we are also getting that kind of energetically, those phases that we've chosen to be a part of. Especially if you're a people person. And this COVID crisis has made you literally feel like you're going mad. You're going through a stage of detox. Were those people really my friends? And if they're still talking to you, then they must be still friends with you, or still in that energy with you. You're gonna rebirth on the other side with that person because they've walked through this energy with you. They're also doing the same thing you're doing. They're detoxing. They're letting go all that dead and rebirthing themselves into something new. This is why snakes get a bad rap, because technically in most myths and like stories, they are considered actual things of wisdom and knowledge, and being able to shed your skin and come out on the other side after learning all of these things and looking badass, by the way, so bright and shiny that everybody's like, how did you make it through that? I didn't see you hurt at all. Or, it's because you gave time for yourself. You allowed yourself to reevaluate. It's a very, very divine concept. After you deal with all of that and you come out on the other side, it's okay to play. Play what makes you happy. Bast is a cat goddess from Egypt, if you can't tell by all the lovely Egypt paraphernalia. She's reminding you to play. Don't care what everybody else thinks. Be your inner child. What would you do if you were a child? Would you run outside barefoot in the rain? Would you streak past your... Well, that's basically... well, we won't go that far. But you get what I'm saying, right? Would you go out in the yard and dance naked in the rain? Would you howl at the moon? Would you climb a tree? Would you have a picnic out in your car and invite some friends? Would you go to a bar and dance your ass off? What would you do if no rules and responsibilities were a part of this situation? What would you do that's positive and sparks life and joy into your world? Play. Be a part of it. Experience it. Taste it. If there's a cake you've been wanting to eat your whole life, try it out. See what happens. You might like it. Now, after you're starting to play, though, you're going to see another side of yourself. And it may make people think that you're barbaric, that you're savage. And I know this is going to quote a really, really funny song, but here it goes. You're savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. And that's okay. Be a wild woman. Don't conform just because you've gotten comfortable again with yourself. Act accordingly to your energy. Baba Yaga is literally a perfect example for this. Not the greatest goddess to be a part of this stuff, because she's done some whacked out shit, not gonna lie. But on the flip side, on the positive effects of Baba Yaga, I will say this woman did it in the most classy way she could possibly do. Okay? She made it look like she was something else and still did her wild shit on the side. You can mask your energy because you don't have to give it away for free. If they're trying to damper your light, which you can see, this woman is bright, shiny, and all brand new. Right there. In case you're wondering. Baba Yaga. She's pretty dope. She's got all those horses and dragons all over her clothes. Be free, like a horse. Be confident, like a dragon. Hoard what's only yours. And if there's any excess that doesn't belong to you, you can transmute it and share it with the world. You are gifted in that department. You are a creator. You are God incarnated. You are a queen or a king in your own right. You energetically rule the world that you create. Anybody who tells you differently, apparently they're not a part of your world. They are not a part of your energy, and that's okay. Doesn't mean you have to shoo them to the side. If that's how they feel about it, that's okay. Thank them for their energy. Thank them for showing you what they think they're missing. If they want to be at that level, give them examples how to be in that level. Hi Sarah, good morning. It's 1 hour and 11 minutes and it's 17 people and it's 15 beautiful scents in this beautiful world. Thank you guys all for being a part of this conversation. I know this is a really, really tough topic, but energetically, Spirit really wanted me to let you guys know you're awesome. Nothing is stopping you from being awesome. You can research, even though this card was technically for me, I think energetically, I think they were trying to let you guys see a little bit. This is the 8 of Pentacles. Now, if you guys are new to tarot or new to any form of deviation, there's a story behind it.
You just bought. We haven't had the pink muffins.
Okay, yeah. You can let Sissy have some muffins. 2, 3, what? You want 3 of them?
One.
One for Ronan, one for you. Yep, go ahead. Close the door, please. Close the door. Yep, all for you. Emmy, close the door, please.
Which door?
The one in the bathroom. Here.
Okay. This door?
Which one?
This door here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Love my children. I love my babies too, Sarah. They're just amazing. Love them so much. Yes. I am so blessed. I get to have 3 energetically gifted children. Thank you, Source. Thank you, ancestors and guides and guardians who've allowed me to be a part of this journey with them. I am honored to be their parent. They are just awesome. And they love each other. Oh, I think Ronan tripped over something. Hold on, guys. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Oh, his blanket's right here. Hold on. Gotta make sure he gets that. Okay. Hey, girls. Found his blanket. Okay. Found his blanket. He is happy and content with life. So, thank you, Sarah. I am honored to be a voice box when it is needed. It's been a pleasure. So, okay, so back to the tarot card from earlier. If you are new to tarot or you new from hopping on, just letting you guys all know, I am very odd. If this is outside of your comfort zone, I'm probably going to be the most oddest person you've ever met in your life. But that's okay. It's only because in your eyes, you would like to be just as odd as me. Or I'm just too odd for your vibration, so I might not resonate with you. And that's okay. I'm just happy to see you. And thank you for being a part of my energy for as long as you have. If you're just here for the cookies or the food of this venture, I'm very happy and I welcome you full-heartedly. You are welcome to be here. This space is honored. The space is honored for you. It has been blessed, cleansed, and you are welcome to be a part of it. Okay, so talking about tarot. So there are 4 suits in tarot. If this is brand new to you, and I know most of you who are probably part of the spiritual land, you're like, okay, Gabby, you've already been through this before. This is for people who don't know. So in tarot, there are 78 cards. In most tarot decks, there are 78 cards. And these cards come in 4 suits. 5 suits technically, because I'll explain that in a second. But the 4 major suits that you will see are coins or pentacles, which is earth, if earth kind of grounded kind of thing. So it has to do with like your energy, your time, your money, your jobs. It's all that kind of stuff. So basically, this card suit in particular explains how to do your time, your energy, what kind of job you might want to be doing. If you're getting a new job, if you're moving stuff around your home, this card suit has a plethora of that kind of information for you. And usually most of the decks, they have a story for each card that they do. Some people just kind of do a symbolicism for that type of energy that's on that card. And that's why we have a lot of beautiful artists who make these guys look pretty fantastic. So, that is pentacles. Now, we also have, here we go, we have swords, arrows, or you can also pretty much, they are the air sign. They're kind of your thoughts. So your thoughts, your opinions, your emotions, mentally. Physically and mentally, how you feel about things. They kind of give you that perspective. Now, then you have your next suit, which is cups. And cups are your emotions, your actual feelings, heartfelt emotions. Why you've been crying over an ex, why you're thinking about the past too much, why emotionally and energetically, how you felt one way the first time and the next time you feel like you're overwhelmed. That's what that suit's for. That suit is to help you kind of understand that. Now, cups can also be referred to as bowls. They can also be referred to as chalices. They can also be referred to as water, because emotions are technically considered water. They're an example. So if that's something that you're new about, that's something you should know. And then you have wands. Now, wands can be considered there's a lot of different ways you can put wands at. I have seen people put wands as spears. I've also seen people use them as staffs. But energetically, it's a fire element. So basically, what's your ambition? What's your passion? Why are you wanting to start this venture? Do you have the kindling to start this venture? Energetically, Haven, what do you want, my love? What? You just burped. No, you're not. No, I'm not in class. I'm having a conversation with some friends. Do you want to be a part of it, or do you want...
I need to calm down my expressions.
Okay. Are you frustrated?
Yeah, I'm a little frustrated because Amelia's telling me.
Okay, well, how about you sit right here?
Okay, yoga.
Yep, yoga. Take a deep breath. Okay, you just have to sit here and sit with yourself for a little bit, okay? I'm going to talk some more. Yep, keep your eyes closed.
I'm down. There. Now we're ready for our adventure.
Okay, we'll be a part of the adventure. Be nice.
Lion pose.
Oh, lion pose. All right, I'm going to let her do her yoga in the corner while we have the rest of this conversation. So it's basically, those are considered your minor arcana. Minor arcana. And then you have the major arcana, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 of those cards happen to be a part of the major arcana. So those can be different phases of your world. Like you could have been taking a leap of faith in something. That would be considered a fool. Because it's a fool's folly. You're doing something that normally people would find very immature and not been thinking about it.
Whoa.
Haven, okay, you're done, yoga person.
No, I'm almost done. I'm
Alright, one more yoga pose. One more yoga pose, and then you have to get out. Because you're being crazy.
I'm really so frustrated.
You're very frustrated. Oh my goodness.
I'm so frustrated from not eating all the muffin sugar.
Well, you've already had muffin sugar.
2.
I know. So you're fine.
Nothing left. No more muffins. Sorry,
So this is an example, okay? This is an example of energy and putting up barriers. Gonna let you guys see this in action in live form. Okay? So you see here, she is frustrated. So right now she is respecting that she's frustrated. She's allowing herself to take time for herself, which is why she came in here, because she knows if she comes in here with mom, it's going to be a very grounded situation. So now
like a tree.
Yeah, she's pretending to be a tree. So see, she's using different yoga poses to help ground herself.
This is a lion pose.
And she's now doing a lion pose.
And a tree pose.
And another tree pose.
And a stick pose.
So basically, what she's doing right now is self-caring. She's shutting off all the old that doesn't need to belong in her life.
Someone cut her head off.
Nobody's cutting your head off.
No.
Energetically, basically, she's literally cutting off the energy space. And now she's going to be able to be freer when she goes out into the world with everybody else. So they're all in my house. I'm the only earth sign in my house.
I'm doing yoga.
I'm the pet people relationship.
I'm gonna go back.
Okay, no. No, thank you. Hey, take a deep breath, and I would like Daddy's world again. Oh, did you find Daddy's dice? Can I have it? No. Oh, thank you. Find a dice too, hey, Ernie?
No, I just want a coin.
Okay. All right, you guys, march back out, please.
Down.
Okay. Go help him get one more snack, please. And close the door. All of the doors,
Go,
please.
go, go.
Thank you. So see, that's actually a good example. I'm so glad my kids are a part of my life like that. They can come in here, they can show you guys an example that I pretty much, if I didn't have them in my life, I wouldn't be able to actually fully give you guys an actual live example because I've dealt with that shit before. And it's already past tense for me. So I love how Source is so cool like that. He likes to make sure that I have these beautiful live um projections of what that really is. That's really awesome. I love it. Okay, so back to the major arcana at hand. So basically, the major arcana has 22 cards. It scales from 0 to 21. Now I know that's really confusing, but the reason why they put 0 in there is because technically most metric systems in the past actually started counting 0 as a thing. So 0 was the first number. What came first, chicken or egg? Yeah, anyway, I digress. Okay, so basically, I am the pinnacle in my family. In the family that I am currently married to and have produced children or offsprings. I am the pinnacle. I am the earth sign. I am the grounded force in this house. Without me, these people will be washing all over the place. If I didn't put my rock or my heavy boulder into the area of their streaming, where they're swimming at through the waters, they would not know when to stop. Their emotions would take over, and they would pretty much be a emotional train wreck. Literally white girl wasted, lack of a better term. They would literally be whining all the time and not really have an aimed goal. Or if they aimed that goal somewhere and it wasn't exactly what they thought, they wouldn't want to try again. Because emotionally, it's so traumatizing. So that's a fun thing about how signs and pentacles and cups work together. They kind of show you. Here you go. You know what? Here's a good example. So I just pulled up from the bottom of this deck the Two of Cups. So basically, this is like a new relationship for you guys. Having these new feelings, and it's so exciting, and you're so excited to start something brand new with these people in your world, and you're allowing them to partake your energy, and you're just so happy with how everything's going. This is the most beautiful start of something new with those people. On the flip side, to be able for them to be happy about this relationship, they're going to need to research how to be the person they want to be for that other person. If that's not something they truly are to themselves, how's that supposed to work? I'm telling you, that's what I love about deviation. One sign doesn't make everything better. It's the same thing with the Holocaust. How Hitler really thought one race was better. The Iranian race was better than all the other races. And the other races were garbage, aka the Jews. And so, I know this is a really, really bad analogy, but this is the best I got for you guys. So, take and leave it. If this triggers any of you, I am so sorry. It's not my intention. This is just an example. It happens to be a very, very dark example, but I digress. So for that to happen, he was actually hating himself. Because Hitler didn't have blonde hair and blue eyes, by the way. He was brown haired and brown eyed. just like the rest of the Jews. Not a lot of us Jewish people have other different colors of eyes, and some of us start out blonde and we change. I happen to have a Jewish heritage in this lifetime, so I can kind of relate to this. And if you can too, you've been through oppression before. Probably not in a past life, but you understand where I'm coming from. So, and if you have dealt with oppression in this life, I am honored. I am honored that you've made it. And I'm sorry this was a rough experience for you. But I will let you know, everybody in the world has been there. It may not be the same form that you're used to, but everybody's been through a form of oppression. Something to keep in your toolbox. So, with that being said, guys, welcome to the other 3 eyeballs that popped on. My name is Gabrielle Williams, and we are having a beautiful conversation with a bunch of beautiful lights that are in this house. And we are going through a energetic declaration and expression and conversation about what planetary energy has shifted. And it shifted, the actual shift happened, I want to say yesterday at 1 a.m. in the morning. And if you replay through this, you're going to see what started all of this. And then you're going to see what cards were pulled, because I have shuffled my decks to clean them out. So technically, it's not all out in the boat anymore. But the cards that I remember pulling were the number 9 was very significant. And all the goddesses that we went through, because this felt like the feminine energy needed to show itself very fully. So we used a deck with that kind of energy in it. And I feel like this card deck that I just showed you, the tarot card version of this is the Tarot of the Hidden Realm, and it is by Julia Jeffrey, and the artist is Barbara Moore with an E at the end. I feel like this is the masculine of the decks that I have currently. I have a couple masculine decks that I love using. I love that it puts me back down to earth. It's kind of like a shot in the gut when you read some of the stuff, because it's very, it's surreal. It's like, it's literally like, oh my goodness, like, you can't make this shit up. When the feminine energy comes in, they're more playful. And it's playful, but to the point. So they always have a different, like, light on the situation. So that's a fun thing about that. But we are literally heading up to, like, the end of this beautiful rant or venting situation. But my kids have come in here a couple times, and they've been able to give you guys examples of that, which I'm so grateful for them for. They're amazing little bugs. My little buggles of joy. So, here we go. Oh, here we go. There we go. See, this is why I love Source. Made me pick up something and it drops out. Alright, so the energy that the planetary shift has accumulated to us is basically the changing woman as a symbol. Okay, so you can see all the chakra colors in this card. You can see red, yellow, orange, green, blue. There's purple and white. You can also see her hair is beautifully striking black and white, or silver, if you want to get really technical about it. You can see that she's getting used to the cycles of change. She's in tune with them. You also have that ability. You are in tune with yourself. Once you get to a certain level of healing, you are attuned to your frequency. You know if you're on a high that day or if you're on a low. And if that low is yours or if that low is somebody else's. Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, and if you have kids in the room, I hope that you're wearing headphones because this is a sensor on that. You can get other people's energy from sleeping with them, having sensual intercourse with them, kissing somebody, holding their hand, literally sitting next to somebody, walking past them. All these things, you can get energy transfer. Because we are all energy beings. I can't stress this enough. There's a reason why our heart space is literally the largest level of energy that comes out of our body. It's because it's the actual engine. The head has nothing to do with it at all. The only reason why we need the head is so we're able to frequency what exactly we're trying to say through our energetic emotions. Now, the really kicker of all this is the thing that actually helps our systems express the amount of wisdom that we have held, any way, shape, and form, is the pineal gland. Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, most of the foods that you eat damage the sucker. This is why some of us forget very quickly, why we start getting Alzheimer's, why we have dementia, because certain metals cause this problem. Sometimes it even forms itself in a version of bipolarism or schizophrenia. And it has nothing to do with the fact that you are not whole. A lot of these words and verbiages, this is just from an energetic download. But as I digress back to this card, there's many reasons why we have the diseases that we're being told we have. It's because we're holding shit in and not releasing it and respecting it and transmuting it into something different. Now, this can be different for everybody. So don't take this the wrong way. Don't take my words for face value. Research it yourself. Everything that comes out of my mouth doesn't mean it's always going to be 100% accurate to your frequency. So if you need to, you have the ability to research this shit for yourself. Find out what resonates with you and then use it to your advantage. Heal yourself. If it works for your body, heal it. Take it up. It's not going to hurt you if it energetically fits your profile right now. If it doesn't later, that means you've grown. It's sort of the same thing as as a teenager. We go through these stages where we happen to be a part of the party crew. And we're out dancing and binging all night long. And then all of a sudden, we wake up. And we tell ourselves we're never going to do it again. Ironically, we do it again. And the only reason why we do it again is because we feel like it's going to be different the next time. Oh, I won't drink as much, or I won't dance with all those people as much anymore. That's not what it's telling you. If it's not giving you joy anymore, obviously it's not what you should be resonating with. That cycle has changed. It's okay to adapt to something new, especially if it's going to make you happy and if it's going to spark joy in your life. Now, for future disclaimers, I am going to let you guys know I don't recommend murdering people. That is not going to bring you joy. I don't recommend harming yourself. I don't recommend binge drinking. I don't recommend overusing certain substances, aka drugs. If you're going to have to use drugs over the counter or not, it better have an actual purpose for the things that you're trying to heal. Like if you are injured and they give you a certain medication and you had to have surgery and all that jazz, or if you have diabetes, I am not a doctor. Okay? If your doctor told you to take this, this is my disclaimer, I am not a licensed professional to give you these kind of advices. However, this is just research from my own personal perspective. And everything that I have said in this video is energetically, divinely, intuitively pushed out. That doesn't mean it's going to resonate with you. And that is okay. I'm just letting you know, on a disclaimer note, I do not control your world. You control your world. If my stuff that I have said resonates with you, awesome. Take some little pieces of it, make it work with your world. But not everything I say to a T is going to fit your reality. This is just from my experiences. And energetically, whatever source is giving me, this is what you guys need to hear. And you just take little bits of it and move on with your life. I'm just letting you know on ahead of time that these things might get a little bit more darker than you think. Not everything's going to be rainbows and butterflies and unicorns poofing out rainbows. You guys are definitely more respected, or they wouldn't be able to give you the message that they're giving you now. So, as I digress, I just want to sit with you guys. We're going to clear the space in your life. We're going to sit here for a good 10 minutes, and I'm going to take a deep breath, and we are going to cleanse the energy. Thanks, Source, for giving us this beautiful message. It may have been a little bit more in depth than I normally would. I would not be on live for this long unless Source had something to say. So I am grateful for you guys being a part of this. And thank you guys so much. This is an honor and a privilege to be a part of your world. And I don't take that lightly. I literally, from all the way to the bottom of my heart, you have no idea how honored I am to share and to be a part of your guys' universe for just even a brief moment. I want you guys to know that there's people out here that love everyone. They don't need a label for it. We don't need a term. We just love people. And if you've read anything about any of the other gods and goddesses and stuff, you can tell none of them were perfect. And the only ones that you could probably see that are perfect, at least in their point of view, is the ones that have gotten to a point of Christ consciousness. And that's something that we all can do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take a deep breath and release all that negative energy. All those emotions that bring us no satisfaction. And allow all the good stuff that we need to have back in our lives. Give them the space they deserve. We've cleared out the cupboards, ladies and gentlemen. You've taken out the clothes that don't fit anymore. You have taken out the clothes that are too tight or too heavy on your ass. You have cleared out your bookshelves, taken those books to the Salvation Army or the Goodwill or even to the Good Samaritan. Or you've given them to local shelters. You are putting those items and you have literally let them know that their time with you was pleasant. And we're just going to let them have that respect. I am so honored and privileged that these emotions and this energetic, etheric flavor that has happened to pop into my field is helping others. It's helping myself. It's allowing me clairvoyance and clarification. And the mantra we're going to speak for a minute on is this: healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. We're going to repeat that one more time, guys. Ready? Healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. Healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. Okay, so we're just going to wrap ourselves in light. You're in a ball of light, and any pieces that you feel are broken. And I feel like some of you guys have had a broken heart about something. I don't know what it is, but your heart's felt broken. Parts of your body don't function the way they're supposed to anymore. Injuries in your knees, your legs. Might have twisted your ankle on the way out from the living room. Or hit your thigh on the corner of your bed. I just want to let you know that you're brilliant. Thank you for allowing yourself to be in total oneness with yourself. Source and your guardian angels are just giving you a big hug right now and letting you know how appreciative they are. All your grandparents and your family members on the other side, they're just letting you know that they're cheering you on every step of the way. Thank you, Spirit, the divine source of this universe. Thank you for allowing us to be one with each other. Thank you for allowing us to be shown how perfect we are. Thank you for energetically helping us express what needs to be said without causing pain to others. Thank you for allowing us to have a voice. Thank you for showing certain people to put down certain laws to allow us to have freedom of speech and for us to be able to speak our minds when we have a question that we don't have the answers to, and allowing us to be able to search those answers either in ourselves or looking through other people's experiences through the writings that they have taught. Thank you so much, Source, Spirit, guiding light. We are so appreciative. Everything that you have done for us energetically, and how you've made our souls and shown us the perfection that you created us in. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am honored. I respect the inner stuff that is going on in my world. Anything outside of my world, I send it love and light. Thank you all so much for being a part of this experience and being able to take your blinders off for just a moment to see that there is a change and you are that change. Now, if you guys aren't comfortable with this, I do apologize, but they do have some light language they like to speak out to you all. Because I happen to work with a lot of beautiful beings, and this group of beings, this is the Lyrians. Now, I know a lot of people speak it a certain way, but this is how they're energetically coming through for me. So just bear with me. Yata shakayata shamina the tore matash moto. Kela sayata rakina ratona makyata shatara yata bisyata latina koyoshata temada. Hala shayata shamo kiyata rashita tila moshotara kayata san motora shamo. Ela kayata Shamia ratita tomia takahata shahai. Hela sahuna shatari mataya samo. La latera tarasita kote shaba. Hela ha samo shate bushin. Kayata shamata netera samotara shoto. Kela sakita shamiter kayata hana. Ana hesha mohori kayashati. Eme sayonta shapaha. Hela sotoro shatara koshata pina tataya satash. Karasuta la panta la tashinda marushota. Hatara sheta koshata titara samotara tashute. Ela kashatara tasietara payetara shitide. Hamatara shete kayashatara peno. Aretera samatara shata tida shatara tira kayata shatara tena nama. Anasiantara borsha that team. Now, I just want you guys to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And you can open your eyes. I love you guys so much. Love and light to all of you, and thank you for being a part of this. If you guys want to be a part of any more of these beautiful lives, you are welcome to follow me on Facebook. I have a Facebook page here on Haps. There's a link in my bio. You guys can also look on my YouTube channel. It's Melody of Spirit Readings, etc. And there's also a link in here on Haps as well. If you want to book a reading, or if you have questions about deviation, those are both ways you can comment and ask me questions. I would love to answer whatever I know. If I don't know an answer, I can lead you to somebody who does. And if you are on YouTube watching this, there is a way for you to do that. All you do is subscribe, click the bell, like the video, be a part of the community there if you want to. On Haps, Replaying is awesome, reacting to the videos is awesome. There are award systems on here if you want to support. If you don't wanna support that way and you just wanna do, like, an actual, like, donation, there's ways to do that as well through, PayPal. I have my information on that in my profile on HAPS. If you just wanna be a part of the HAPS community and find other people who you might resonate with, all you have to do is download the app. HAPS TV, type that into your little the little search thing on your app store, and just find us there. They have a little pink square with a cute little smile, and you guys will be a part of the HAPS community. Um, I love that this one person has some opinions. Um, and well, that's interesting. Um, But it's okay. Vera, you don't have to defend it. It's okay. I do appreciate you, looking out for me, though. Thank you so much. Apparently, there's a troll on Facebook. That's okay. You are welcome here, Baba Yao. Um, I am sorry if you feel the way you do feel, but that's only mere reflection of what you feel on the inside about yourself. So, if you would like to take some time with yourself and do some self-reflection, that might be a really wise decision. And we love you here and we appreciate you being a part of here. Thank you so much. I'm honored to have you. But I digress, guys. If you are interested in any of my content or if you want a private reading on your own, there are ways for you to do that. You can go to my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/MSRETC, which is all in caps. Or you can go to my my website, www.melodyofspiritreadings.com. So those are some places that you can find me on. Thank you guys so much for being here. Love and light to all of you. May no harm come to anybody that has been watching this channel, either replayed or being a part of the live. Blessed be to all of you. Amen. Namaste. Love you guys.